Yeah. Oh. Yeah, buddy.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? We saw something. Arnold Schwarzenegger put a little tequila in a little cigar. We want to try it ourselves. Stay tuned. It's the Burn Down Podcast.
It's the Burn Down. What's going on, everybody? This is the Burn Down. I'm Justin, aka the Dap Cigar. That gentleman right there,
Eric, Slick Rick, Brother Cigar.
If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and please hit the bell to be notified for every single time we drop a new video. We got a website, www.burndownpodcast.com. Go over there, check it out, become a member, $5 a month to get exclusive discounts and giveaways every month. Check it out. Let's get into the episode.
Let's do it.
So, we saw a little something.
Yeah, we figured we wanted to talk about infused cigars a little bit. What's the deal behind it? Everyone likes them, everyone doesn't like them. Then, in the midst of that, we saw a video, or I sent you a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was reposted by pretty much every cigar. Yeah. Cigar Aficionado posted it. There's like Cigar Magazine posted it. Cigar Snob, like everybody had posted it.
So he was doing some little interesting infusionation, if that's even a word.
Infusionation?
Yeah, you like that? Infusionation of his cigar with some tequila. I guess someone taught him or showed him something at a restaurant or wherever he was, and they infused his cigar on the spot with tequila. And he was like a little upset about it because he took the cigar out of his hand. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing with my cigar?"
Then I took the cigar from the humidor, and the guy took it out of my hand, and he says, whoa. Before you go and smoke the cigar, let me do a little bit of spicing it up.
Put the tequila on it, and he's like, "What are you doing with my cigar?" Then he lit the cigar, then he took the cigar out of his mouth, and he's like, "Now he took the cigar out of my mouth." So he says he does it all the time.
Of course, in the Arnold accent.
Yeah, of course.
He took the cigar
out of my mouth.
And I was like, I said, "What are you doing with my cigar?" He said, "Don't smoke my cigar."
He grabbed it out of my mouth again. I said to myself, "This guy's an idiot. What is the matter with him?"
He's like, "This is good for hosting." He's like, "I love showing people this."
Arnold.
So yeah, so he says he does it, not all the time, but he does do it. He does it to show to his friends at parties, at gatherings, and it's a cool little trick. So he said, "Why not we try it?"
No, we gotta try it. Try it.
You know it.
I was farting around with the little audio levels. Gotta make sure everything's so. But yeah, so we're gonna check it out. So we got probably hands down the best tequila that money can buy. In my personal opinion, I don't know if it's not. I mean, I think this is hands down the best tequila. I love it. You love it. It's Cava de Oro, extra añejo.
The brown stuff.
Stuff is delicious from Mexico, and the cigars, I don't know what we have. We got them from Luxury Cigar Club. I don't remember the band because it was unbanded, and I threw out the card. So how they give you the card, it tells you what it is, and this cigar didn't have a band on it, but they had the card. I threw the card out, don't know what it is. So figured, hey, fuck, I don't know what the cigar is anyway, so we're gonna put tequila on it.
I'm about it. Let's do it.
This is gonna be a little bit different because we're not going right into the lighting.
No, so
we kind of have to walk you through this.
We're gonna put I guess we'll lay the cigars here on the table. So I'll talk everybody through it. You get the stations prepped. So what Arnold did was he had a cedar strip. Well, first he poured a tequila in a shot glass.
So let me give you the cigar.
Thank you. Well, that's good.
Put my cigar right here.
Like a chocolate bar.
And I'll
Doesn't this look like a chocolate bar?
It does.
So
I'll pour the tequila out. So step one.
Yeah. So he poured the tequila in a glass or in a shot glass, and so let's get that going. Then he took a cedar strip.
Well, we have to cut the cigars too.
Yeah. Shout out to Cigar Reserve for the cedar strips.
So we got 2 shots of tequila. This is actually nice because I love cigars and tequila. So this is going to be a nice little pairing. So we got the shots of tequila. And then while you explain to them what we got to do with the tequila, and I'm going to cut the cigars for us.
So he had a cedar strip. He dunked the cedar strip in the tequila, which I'm not going to do yet until we're ready. And then he wiped it all over the cigar. And then there's a few other steps that he does. But once we get the first couple of steps going, Then we'll get to the next part. But the first part was really...
All right, so we're going to show you the video. We're going to show you little steps of the video. But he says, you take a cedar strip and you dunk it in the tequila. Okay? Which,
get it all nice and wet like.
And then he said, you wipe the cigar. He says you wipe the cigar all around with tequila.
Wow, this is going to be interesting.
So
I can smell the añejo.
So he says you wipe every inch of the cigar.
I feel like I'm in an art class
with tequila. So shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger because I've never done this with a cigar and this is kind of interesting. And I'm going to have tequila all over my fingers. So
let's get my cigar a little soggy, but it's okay.
So he says you wipe the cigar with tequila.
Yep.
And then
you light the cigar.
Well,
let's light it with the same cedar strip that we lit it up with.
Can we?
Why not?
All right, so let me try it. Will it light soaked with tequila? No, tequila's not going to burn because it's not high enough alcohol content. It might work.
See.
It might go out, but here, let me. Why don't we do this? Let's do it with a torch. Yeah. Okay, so now should we do the? We'll be right back while we get these lit up, because then there's another step.
Yeah.
So we're gonna light these up. We're gonna get these going, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now
we are lit.
We're lit. Now, Eric, what's the next step? So the first thing was we basically coated the cigar in tequila.
Yes. So the second part, which was quite funny because he said he put the cigar in his mouth, started smoking it, and the guy took it out of his mouth as he was smoking it.
The hell are you doing?
And he's like, "What are you doing, man? I'm smoking my cigar." So then he said he took the cigar.
Spot on, Arnold.
Thank you. So then he took the cigar, close. And then he dunked the head of the cigar and let it sit a little bit in tequila. And then he gave it back to him and he said, "All right, enjoy your cigar." So, cheers. Wow.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting. I got a couple of drops of tequila in the cigar. Wow.
I don't know what coating the cigar does though.
I guess that maybe for show or give it a little flavor as you go down the cigar. But
and then he said that it didn't matter what cigar it was because now you made it a tequila cigar.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you use vodka, if you use bourbon, whiskey, tequila. You can do whatever you want. He's like, we liked this time the tequila, so I thought it was a good idea to do it with tequila too. But,
so obviously, I've only smoked a little bit of it, so I don't know how that wiping the tequila on the leaves is gonna, because it's pretty much, I can see some of it's kind of dry already. So I don't know how wiping it. I think maybe if you had a little brush and you can let it sit.
Yeah, maybe we did it a little too light. I want to try to dip it one more time.
I'm not sure, but dipping, I've heard of dip. I've seen a lot of people dip cigars.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot, and you can do whatever you want.
The cigar is really smooth.
I personally don't dip.
Here we go. This is what we're gonna do, like that. Yeah.
I personally don't dip. I just like to sip while I smoke. I sip and smoke instead of dip and smoke. It's the same concept, really. But
all right, so round 2. Oh yeah, the tobacco is definitely soaked now with tequila. I could hear it when I was taking a puff. I can hear it
I definitely get a little zing. It gives you a little. Although this isn't real. This is like sipping tequila.
Yeah.
So if there's any type of tequila to do it with, it'd probably be this one. But
yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a flavor. I mean, it's good for a little show, when you have people over and they want to smoke a cigar.
Yeah. Does it really add a lot to this? I don't know. Me personally, I don't think the wiping does anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
The dipping, I think, definitely does because you get the flavors on your. But I don't know if the wiping really does anything. I think the wiping is more for show.
Yeah, it probably is. But hey, I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe we'll try it with maybe with bourbon or something next time. But it's the tequila gets spun. You can feel the foot or the head of the cigar. It's like a sponge now. You can squish it and you can see all the tequila inside the leaves. So it's definitely going to be like a little infused cigar.
A cigar.
So now we're smoking a tequila cigar. So so far so good. But let's stay on the topic.
On the topic of infused cigars, do you smoke infused cigars? Now, what do you mean by infused? Are you talking about flavored cigars, or are you talking about like the dipped cigars, like the cognac or the Grand Marnier?
Like the acids and the
so like the
Rocky Patel,
like the mint, the Javas, the
those
lattes,
artificially infused cigars.
Okay, so the flavored cigars.
Flavored cigars.
So do you smoke them?
I do not. I do not smoke them. If I do have to smoke one of them, and I've smoked them quite often, a lot when I first started smoking cigars, and every once in a while if someone has them, I'll smoke them. But it's the Drew Estate Legend Series by Cigar Aficionado. I don't know if you've ever had those. You got a little...
No, so you like let it sit a little bit, and it kind of soaks up in there, and then when you pull through it, you pull some of the tequila back out of it.
Well, that was happening the first 2 times I did, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So, but I don't smoke any flavored cigars. I don't. Although I have in the past. I'm not one to go in and just pick up a flavored cigar. Have smoked them, and I'll be honest, they taste exactly like the flavor it says. Like I had a chocolate one. I think it was Tatiana. I had a chocolate cigar.
Tatiana.
I was in a cigar lounge called Priming Cigar Lounge in Nashville, Tennessee. We were driving up from Austin. We were bringing my girlfriend up to New York. We stopped over the cigar lounge, and she wanted to smoke with me, so I gave her the chocolate. It was a chocolate Tatiana. And actually, it wasn't bad. It tasted sweet, like chocolate. Not something I would normally pick up, but for what it is, for it being like, you go in expecting chocolate. I don't go in expecting to have some normal cigar. I go in expecting chocolate, and I got chocolate. So
yeah, no, I really only like I don't really like those flavored cigars. Like I said, Drew Estate Legend Series by Cigar International. I think they made them with a like.
Those are sweet tipped, right?
Yeah, it tastes like hazelnut coffee cream.
I was gonna say because it's not really like there is no flavor on the box.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the only flavor. Like the what's the purple one? A lot of the girls smoke. I forgot what it's called.
The purple one from
I forgot the name of it.
Cuba. It's an acid, right?
I don't think it is. Anyway,
or is it a Rocky? Is it a?
I don't think it's Rocky. I don't know who makes it. But I see a lot of the females smoking it. But anyways, I did the tequila thing again. I let it sit, and it wasn't drawing. The cigar wasn't drawing, and I was taking a lot of tequila, and then the smoke broke through, so I had like this smoky tequila puff. It was pretty interesting.
So I'll tell you one cigar that I used to smoke, like way back when I was first getting into cigars, and it was because my stepfather had turned me on to them. He used to smoke Dolce Vitas. I don't know if you ever heard of Dolce Vitas, but they were sweet tipped. And they had like a coffee flavored one, a sweet tipped one, and they even had like a barber pole sweet tipped. And I used to smoke all the time, and it was delicious. But then I obviously branch out and
there's a lot of mixed feelings about infused cigars and shit like that. I mean, like this really cigar snobby people, the ones that we tend not to enjoy in the cigar community are the people that like kind of look down on the people. That
you can smoke whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
be quite honest.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to smoke an acid around me? Cool. I'm not gonna. I don't care. That's what you like. But I think that gets a lot of people into cigars. Like when you're looking to get into cigars, you really don't know what you like. So most people do like something sweet. So that's what they go for. They go for the Cuba Cubas by Drew Estate, or they go for like the Rocky Patel Java Mint or whatever. And that's what they go on. It's kind of like the gateway drug to better cigars. But I don't know. I don't know why people would look down on other people for smoking it, because it's just like the way of getting people to start smoking cigars. And
yeah, I mean whatever. I mean shit. Like I used to smoke frickin' Black and Milds. We went on this conversation. I used to smoke the Black and Milds way back in high school. You smoke Black and Milds or Swisher Sweets thinking you were cool as shit. And then you went to Backwoods and then went up to like Dolce Vitas and...
Yeah, I went straight from Black and Mild, like wood tip, And then I think what was it? Wasn't there Black and Mild red wine? I think it was.
There's a wine, yeah.
Red wine. I used to smoke it all the time, and then they just went to straight cigars.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like everybody starts somewhere, right? The big distinction is that those, like the Dutch Masters and the Swisher Sweets and the Black and Milds, the Al Capones. Remember Al Capones?
The Black and not the Black and Milds. The cloves. Ever smoke cloves?
Dude, all that stuff those are not premium cigars. When we talk about premium cigars, you're talking about this stuff. The handmade, the 100% handmade, hand-rolled premium cigars. Not
machine-made. Those are machine-made.
Not those. So those, they call them cigars and they lump them in to get all together, unfortunately, but those are not premium cigars. So whenever we talk about premium cigars now, we're not talking about those. Yes, we've had them in the past.
You smoke that premium sheet.
But flavored cigars, yeah. So I think flavored cigars are great for, like you said, getting people into cigars. Like if they're not familiar with cigars and they want to smoke something, you can give them a sweet tipped one. Or
like if I go to a wedding or if I go to like a party or something like that where people want to smoke cigars and you don't want to necessarily give them the good stuff, but they also don't know what they're smoking. So I would buy a box of Drew Estate Legend Series cigars, and it's usually a hit. And people always smoke them. And if they don't smoke them, it's okay because it costs like $6 a stick.
Like I have a couple of like sweetened Connecticut's kind of, where they'll be like it's basically like a coffee. It'll be a Connecticut cigar, but it's like cream flavored, or the coffee flavored, or the sweets, or whatever it is. But it's just a Connecticut that's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
Yeah.
And you give those to the people that are very brand new, and they like, oh, this tastes pretty good. And then you can branch from that and say, okay, this is the same cigar, but there's no sweetness, just a regular Connecticut.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, okay, this isn't bad. And then you can once you got them there, then it's like, all right, now keep moving up. Now here's a mild medium. Now here's a medium. Now here's a.
And it's a good way to get the sisters of the leaf, the females, onto cigars, because I know especially a lot of females that we've had on the podcast and females that we spoke to outside the podcast with cigars. They always say that they started with flavored cigars. And they always mention the purple one. I think Ben, Sister in Smoke, I think she mentioned it. I can't remember the name. It's like a purple label and it's kind of colorful, but it's like a grape flavor. It's grape flavor.
I think it's Tatiana.
Maybe it is.
I think it's Tatiana, and it's like a script. It's like and it's like a small. I think it's Tatiana.
Do it quick.
You got your computer? Pull your computer up. Mine's recording.
Oh shit! I thought we had the iPad. We don't have the iPad.
Pull your computer up.
I forgot we have my computer.
We are going to get. So here's a little background. We do have an iPad. We used my girlfriend's iPad in the past. But I did find like a second gen iPad. It's like a 16 gig iPad. And but the only thing is it's got an old charger, like the old school wide charger. So if anybody's listening or watching and he has an old school iPhone or iPad charger that they're not going to use, send it our way.
Dude, go to Amazon. I'm sure there's.
Because I want to charge this bitch, and just to have it, because I don't need to put anything on it. I just need to access the internet. So we can have an iPad sitting right here and just leave it in here, and then whenever we want to access the internet, we can pull it up. Boop, 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 boop. Done. But I'll tell you what, I am enjoying dipping the cigar into tequila.
Yeah, it's different. I
am enjoying it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a dipper. I'm a sip and smoke, not a dip and smoke. But
okay,
it's nice. What is that? There's nothing sexual about that.
No, it just was weird that whatever you said.
I sip and smoke, not dip and smoke.
Yeah,
man.
I know. It was just funny like hearing that. I sip and smoke. I don't dip and smoke.
Man, come on. I sip and smoke. I don't dip and smoke. Fuck wrong with you?
We only smoke stogies, no bogeys.
That's a good one.
Really?
We should get a sign in here. Stogies, not bogeys.
You never heard that story before?
No.
Dude, we were at my cousin's wedding a few years ago, and my brother and I were smoking cigars. Shout out to Tyler. And this is his doing. But we're smoking cigars outside of the wedding. And I don't know, some family member, not related to me, comes up and they're like, "Hey, you guys got a cigarette?" And my brother goes, "Stogies, no bogeys." And I was like, "Dude, that's hilarious."
Stogies, not bogeys. You know what's funny though is I know a golf page that's stogies and bogeys, and it's I'm like, oh, okay.
I get that.
I like that. Stogies and bogeys.
Good wordplay. Do something interesting with an infused cigar.
I was just thinking, we've done a gas station cigars. Let's do a flavored cigar episode.
Yeah, we should.
That's a killer episode idea.
Yeah, man. Let's. I'll be happy to order a box of Drew Estate Legend Series. I'll smoke one, and bring it on here.
You know what we should do? Here's what we'll do. We'll go online, and we'll get like a bunch. And we'll just go to singles or sampler packs, whatever. We'll just order a bunch. We'll spend like $100 and get a box of them. And we'll do an unboxing here. We'll just click a bunch in there, and we'll do an unboxing. Like, it's in a box. Let's pull it out. Pull one out. Like, let's try this one. Then, and we'll go through a couple. We'll go through a couple of cigars. We'll unbox and see what we get in there.
It's interesting.
Because I know some of them have like grab bags. So I wonder if they have like a flavored grab bag.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And just order a couple grab bags, open it up, see what we get.
I would think a large percentage of people who smoke cigars smoke flavored or infused cigars. I would think a percentage of it, a pretty hefty one, because it is popular. I mean, the acids they kill. Everyone loves their true estate acids, and it's just because it's a sweet ass cigar, and you don't have to worry about the.
You know what we need, by the way? Just popped in my head. So we have the Levoit air purifier right there, okay? What we need to get right there on the wall is one of those rabbits. Or like the Metafies.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that stick to the wall? And get one that can handle like twice the size of the room and just stick it right there. Because that thing, I mean, it does a little bit, but it's getting a little smoky in here.
Yeah, it doesn't really do it. I mean, it's always all over there. It's not really should we try and put it in the center and see how it works? Because I feel like it's not really being utilized perfectly.
I mean, we could put it right on the floor in the center over there, but the smoke goes up.
Yeah.
The key is the big key is we got to get a fan up top.
Yeah,
I've seen them. There's like the smallest fan you can get. I've seen them. They're like 30 inches. So 30 inches is what, like maybe.
Dude, just look at this.
We got to, yeah.
It just feels. I don't feel cluttered. I don't feel gross in here. Not like I always felt gross, but like you used to have like little bugs and webs crawling around. Now it's like we cleaned it out.
And we still get a little bit, but it's not.
No, it's just way different.
And I also so I have the wire right there. I got a bunch of, I was thinking about putting molding up to hide the wire, but I got the wire, like tacks to like wire holders. You can just like put them on and hammer them in, put them on and hammer them in. So it like tucks the wire neat all the way. See how it kind of like drips? Yeah. So I'm going to do that really all the way across, and then I'm just going to paint the wire white so you can't even see it.
Huh. Maybe you'll smoke an infused cigar while you do it and try it out.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's try it again.
Just wipe it down.
Wipe it.
Yeah, like really lather it up. Get it all.
You know what I think you should do is maybe you should like lather it up and then let it dry.
Oh, I just freaking ruined it.
Because I'm like, this is
funky.
Now
it's time to get funky. I don't know. I think you really have to lather it in. Like, obviously, you get the center tequila and you dip the head of the cigar in it, meaning the tequila. But like, just like giving it a little douse job.
The biggest thing is this one doesn't have a band, so like I'm getting tequila all over my fucking fingers. But
I feel like it's an art project. But I mean, I don't see myself really doing this.
Too much work.
I would feel like, like I said, if we're having a party or like to entertain people.
Ooh. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit more. It's a different type of smoke too, because like the tequila, like you don't. How am I trying to say? It's like you don't get the same type of smoke in your mouth because you get a little bit wetness of the tequila, you get a little bit of spice, like a little kick of tequila, and then the smoke comes in. So the smoke isn't as hot.
It's not. It's actually cool. It's actually a good thought, because it's like the smoke gets cooled from the tequila because the tequila is absorbing some of the smoke.
Yeah. So it's not as warm, it's not as heavy, and you get a little bit of like that kick from the tequila.
Yeah, it's a nice taste on the lips there.
I do definitely I'm definitely tasting tequila. That's for sure.
I think if you were unless you douse the whole cigar, like if you wipe the whole cigar for like 5 minutes straight in tequila, maybe you'll taste it. But I feel like until you dip it in the glass of tequila, you're not really gonna get that flavor from it.
I'm trying to get some of the foot smoke too. Like, do I smell any tequila? Like, try to like.
I don't know.
And I'd be interested on a retrohale too.
Oh, should we try it? Let's try it.
Retrohale with the. Do you get any?
I'll tell you, it wasn't as harsh.
No.
You know, when your nose hairs burn when you do it.
Well, there's like a certain way, and we've talked about it too. There's like a certain way where you can do it where you're not.
You don't like you're burning.
Yeah,
nose.
you don't get all of it. You kind of do a half and half.
Yeah, that's what it was. Why? That's what I kind of just did. But yeah, it wasn't really burning the nose hairs. It kind of felt nice, and the flavors were definitely a little bit different. I couldn't even focus on it, but oh, look at that face. You're really into it. Thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I was.
Your eyes watering?
A little bit. Are
you crying?
I was trying to not get as strong of it, and I got a little too much, and I got a little burn. But
let me try it again.
And it's tough too because now you're like pushing tequila through your nose. Yeah, you're like trying to do it without really doing it. You almost have to really do it, and then you'll be like, oh. It's always the first one. The first one burns the nostril. And if you're not used to it, I'm not a big retrohaler. I've heard that when you retrohale, you can get more of the flavors. I'm not a big one.
That's what they say. Retrohaling is where you get like those really new, like those really unique flavors, like orange peel or whatever. Like you know, like when we talked about with Cigar Titans, like talking about like cigar flavors. You know, most of the time we're just enjoying a cigar. We're not really like focused on what the cigar entails.
You know what else is good too? When you're pulling the smoke, blow like half of it out first, and then blow the rest through your nose. That makes it a little bit easier. So blow a bit of it out, and then blow the rest through your nose.
I couldn't get it. I got a little bit of it, but I mean, retrohaling is also kind of. I used to think I was so cool, like back in the day, because like with Black and Milds or like hookah and shit, I used to do a French inhale. You know what a French inhale is?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can do it. Yeah.
I used to watch music videos and rap videos and think it looked so cool. So then I used to do it. So I used to take videos of myself.
I forced myself to learn how to do it.
Yeah, and it looks so cool.
And everybody's like, "Ooh,
that's it. That shit's gangster."
Yeah, I used to do it with hookah all the time. I used to be not a big hookah smoker, but we used to smoke hookah like
my friends and I loved hookah.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna say like we would smoke it. Like I wasn't going to lounges like smoking it as much as I smoke cigars. Whenever we hang out, like it'd be Friday night, we're not doing anything. We all go to my buddy's house. We get the sheesh. We light up the hookah, and everybody had their own specific way of how they pack it and how they poke the holes. And like I'm like, yo, I got it. You got to poke it like this. You got to do a freaking hashtag. Like, but I used to do almost like a bullseye. I used to do like a little, like 3 little holes dead center. Then I used to do a circle around that, and then a circle around that.
I was like, you do it. I don't care.
I used to always do it. I remember my buddies and I used to, because the whole thing was like, if you can get it really cold, then the smoke would be really, really dense. So what we used to do is you'd have the hookah, and then the hose that would come out, we built a contraption where it was crazy. My buddy Brian will attest to this, so we took 2 Gatorade bottles, okay? And we put like one Gatorade bottle where you would like pull them in your mouth, and then the other Gatorade, but we cut out the bottom of it, and we cut out the bottom of the other one. We put those 2 together, and we put like ice cubes in there, and then we attached the hose to the other end, and we sealed it all up. And you put ice cubes in there, and then you're gonna take the hose off, cap both sides of it, and then put it in the freezer. And then it would you'd have the ice cubes in there, and then we'd take the caps off, put the hose in, and then when you're pulling the smoke out through the hookah, it would go past the ice cubes and get really cold. And we used to get some
strange clouds.
Oh, milky clouds. And we used to love doing that. We'd get all the different types of flavors and stuff, and that's when I forced to learn how to French inhale because I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Dude, you look like a boss, man. Like, I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I should try it right now, but
no, you're not with cigar smoke, man. You'd be like,
fuck it.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I remember one time, and this is what I always think about with hookah. We were in my buddy's Pontiac Grand Am.
Tempest?
Pontiac Grand Am.
A mint green Pontiac Tempest?
No, not that one. Where's that from? That's from...
Come on. Not to be confused with a Buick Skylark.
Yeah. My cousin Vinny.
The 1963 Pontiac Tempest.
Pontiac Grand Am, and it was like, I don't know, early 2000s, and we were waiting for the new Madden to come out, and it was packed. So we had I think we had 5 or 6 people in the car. 6 people, you're maxed out, like squishing. We had the fucking hookah right in the center console, and we were just in the parking lot waiting for the midnight release, and we'd be puffing on it, and we were like, Cheech and Chong, like just...
Wow, man. That's some heavy shit, man.
Letting it marinate. No windows were
You
open.
were smoking hookah in the car?
In the car with nothing, no ventilation. We were in so we were having a good time, and then we were getting like a little too lightheaded, and I was like, yo, I need to step out this car. And I stepped out, and my head was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like super dizzy. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember my buddy's room was like that. And it was just, it would get so, and we'd be just hanging out. You'd be like playing video games, be watching whatever, be smoking hookah. I remember we even did it one night. Before we were going to Vegas, we were playing craps and shit in his room. We built like little craps that were just playing craps. We would play CeeLo. You remember CeeLo?
Of course. I have a great story with
So me and my buddy, we were both delivery drivers at the pizzeria. And we'd come home after work. He would drive for one pizzeria, I'd drive for another one. We'd come home after work, and we played CeeLo with our tips. We'd be like, "Yo, $5 game, $10 game," and we'd play for hours. At the end of the day, it's like one person's up $10, and one person's like, it was rarely where one person was up a lot, and we still just play CeeLo and smoke hookah, and we'd just be chilling.
I'll tell you, CeeLo is the reason why I don't gamble.
CeeLo's great.
So I don't know. I don't know if I was early in high school or middle school, maybe like 9th grade, 10th grade or something. And I have my one buddy who's in our store. I have a few buddies now that are crazy degenerate gamblers. But
I know. Some of them are probably under me.
Yeah. I don't know. We were young, but
I know what you're talking about.
We were playing CeeLo at my buddy's front porch, and I was like, sure, I'll play. I don't know, I have $5 or something. I was playing around. I won one hit, and my buddy who I was playing with was one who used to gamble all the time. Yeah, we were young, like 8th, 9th grade. So I, shoot the dice, win a match, win, shoot the dice, win, shoot. I won like 3 or 4 hands in a row, and I took all my buddy's money. And my buddy was so mad that he was like, fuck this, and took his bike and just threw it in the middle of the street. And he was so angry. I'm like, dude, it's like
$5.
It's like $25.
Like, relax.
And I was like, all right, I'm never gambling again. I'll take your money today, but ever since then, I don't really gamble too much.
I tell you though,
But my cigar is definitely a lot softer. Like, look how squishy it is.
Yeah. I tell you though, I need I'm gonna need some fucking fresh air because I'm getting a little.
Yeah,
it's getting a little smirky in here.
Yeah, seriously. What up? What do you call this thing again?
I don't know.
I'll
tell you what. It did its job for a while. I mean,
you might need to change your filter because that thing stank,
bro.
We might have to change the filter. That's maybe why. Because I was just moving it and I was like, oh, that boy stank.
That boy stank.
It's like it smelled like a stinky ashtray. It
is so cloudy. Like I'm looking, I can't even. Oh,
yeah,
man.
we need to.
Anyway,
get some ventilation.
let's see what the time is.
We get some ventilation here, but overall, my cigar hasn't changed that much. The tequila flavor is still there a little bit, but I think it's more of a hype and more of an entertaining thing. I don't think.
I think the dipping definitely gets the flavor more than the coating.
Yeah, no doubt. No, hands down.
So,
but if anything, it makes the cigar softer. Like your cigar squishy?
Yeah, a little bit. I can feel a little bit.
A little bit. Mine's like I can look how squishy it is.
So
I'm out.
Anyway. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of the Burndown Podcast. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And make sure you hit that bell so you get notified every single time we drop a new video. Check out the podcast. Check out the website, www.burndownpodcast.com. Become a member. $5 a month. Exclusive discounts. Plus entry into a monthly giveaway where you can win cigars, spirits, accessories, and more. And you can even win a 30-minute Zoom smoke sesh with us, $5 a month.
Which we have yet to done.
Yes,
we've
yet to do.
Tequila is really strong. Yeah, which we have yet to do. Yeah. So what you have yet to do. So, winner of this month is coming up soon. So maybe that will be the option. So,
well, by the time that this one's released,
yeah.
the winner would be announced, and we'll be into the month of October, which may have some Halloween goodies in there.
Oh, yay, goodies.
So be sure to check all that stuff out. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And we are the Burn Down, and we will see you next time.
Chin, chin. Take it easy.